All right, Lee, man. This is this today. First of all, I know I was a part of the 2017, 2018 Eagles Super Bowl run, right? I was a part of it. And let me tell you, man, I got some hardware to show. I got some hardware to show.
Okay.
Hold on, let me see. Can you see that?
That's the ring?
That's the ring, man. That's the ring.
All right. All right.
Customized with my name on it and everything.
Okay.
So, this feels good. This feels really good. And I have a feeling. I just got a feeling, man, that I'm gonna get my second ring. I'm gonna get my second ring on Sunday. This is exciting. The reason why, look, I've been watching ESPN, all this week. Just looking at the people talk. I watch ESPN, and I had to sit there, be insulted by some of these guys that nobody on the panel, Ryan Clark, none of these guys, Dan Orlovsky, Stephen A, none of them picking the Eagles. All right. All of them going with the Chiefs. And look, this just blatant disrespect here. Don't get me wrong. I know the storylines of Patrick Mahomes going for three, the three-peat, they reaching out to Pat Riley to get the three-peat name and all. Come on, man. That's just over the top. That's just over the top. We're not gonna allow that type of history to go down on our. We're not gonna be the team that's gonna be on NFL films. That's gonna be a part of a three-peat. For Patrick Mahomes. That's not gonna happen. But the storylines, man, that I see in this game. Number one, Saquon Barkley. You got a lot of people have been talking about Saquon Barkley is going to be contained. That's not going to happen, right? That's not going to happen in this game. Saquon, I'm telling you, Saquon is going to break. If he don't break two, he gonna break three. Saquon gonna get loose for at least 3 runs. That's gonna be critical in this game. The next storyline is Jalen Hurts. Okay, so what if they stack the box? Then guess what? If you go one-on-one with A.J. Brown or Devontae Smith, I'm sorry for you, my boy. I'm sorry for you because it's going to be a long, long day. All right. Then you got our offensive line and our D line, and don't let me talk about our two young corners, Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, who we're gonna get into some awards and stuff like that. I think my guys. I mean, for these guys playing the whole season, they play the whole season in lockdown. Some number one receivers, man. These dudes was playing lights out, right? They deserve some hardware. They're gonna get some hardware. And then from the Chiefs side, we all know Patrick Mahomes, and Patrick Mahomes just gonna do Patrick Mahomes kind of things, and whatever. Andy Reid, is a. I expect them to have a play in this game because I remember in the last Super Bowl they had a reverse play that pretty much killed us. They ran that on us twice, so I expect them to have a play in their repertoire that they are going to run that has never been seen before, and I'm expecting that to happen. But besides all of that, my Eagles got this, man. I mean, the Super Bowl is gonna be this. I'm so excited for this, man. I can't wait for this to go down. I mean, I'm on cloud nine. It's just going to happen, man. So look, I'm not even at in my mindset right now. I'm not even thinking about losing. I'm not even thinking about losing because that cannot happen with this team that we have. Much better team, by the way, than any Eagles team that has gone to the Super Bowl. Way far on every stretch of the imagination, on every piece, a part of the team. Howie Roseman did a fantastic job in putting this team together. Man, and it would be highly disappointing if we don't win this. Highly disappointing if we don't. We can't. Saquon Barkley said we cannot get here, or at least for him, because he's never even been this far
Right.
to get there and don't win it.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
That confetti gonna be green and white, bro. Green and white confetti coming
Okay.
down on Sunday.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
man. Yeah.
No, I mean, I don't blame you, man. I think when you look at the makeup of your team, the Eagles, like position by position, player for player, you guys have the best roster. And not just against the Chiefs. I think when you really dissect it across all of the teams that were in the playoffs, you guys, I don't see any weaknesses in the team. Just across the board, you got A-listers.
Yeah.
So everything you said in terms of the expectations and really having the confidence going into the game to actually, to really pull it off,
Yeah.
I don't blame you. You should.
Yeah, man.
The
Yeah.
defense is stout, young, talented. The line, the DBs, the quarterback,
Yeah.
a good quarterback.
Yeah.
The offensive line is one of the probably the best in the league. The receivers, you got two A1, AB receivers. Tight end, Goddard, I think is,
Yes.
we don't talk about Goddard a
No.
lot.
Underrated.
And
Very
then
underrated.
Saquon is probably the most lethal weapon this season.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I think you should go in to this game with a lot of confidence that you should be able to pull this off. I don't blame you. All Eagles fans should go in with that confidence. Yeah.
Yeah. We have to, man. We have to. It's without a shadow of a doubt. You know, I've been, like I said, been looking at what they've been talking about in New Orleans, and man, it's just been it's been a against the Eagles fest, but
Hmm.
we'll see. Sunday, we gonna be back.
You're gonna be
We're gonna
back.
be back on there. We're gonna be back at the top of the top of the mountain.
So your because I know we did the predictions our last segment.
Yes.
Has anything changed from your perspective from the score?
No, I think the score. I think I said 37-31.
Yes.
Was gonna be the score. I still think it's going to be, realistically speaking, it's going to be a game. But I expect us to handle this game. I think it's going to be sort of similar to that 2017-18 Super Bowl where, Brady was driving down. We had the lead. Brady was driving down. And when Brady had the ball at the end of the game, Brady going to make something happen. And then our defense come up with a big stop at the end of the game. I see that same storyline. Happen. So I'm going to stick with that.
I'll say this, and I play the counter as best as I can, with these segments and with the debates, but just the only concern I have for your Eagles, and I mentioned this during the last segment, is on the coaching, the strategic stuff.
Coaching. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I think that's where Kansas City does have you beat. They do. I think they do have the better coaching staff,
I agree.
offensively and defensively. My concern, and the wonderful thing about football, and take it from someone who has experienced this, having a team going into the Super Bowl, knowing that your team was the better team.
Right.
And I'm talking about it was 2000 and 2001 Rams going against the Patriots. This was
Patriots.
the
Yeah.
Patriots. This was the beginning of their dynasty.
Right. Yeah.
Right. We were the greatest show on turf.
Greatest show on turf.
Warner, Falk, Holt, Isaac Bruce, Orlando Pace. He was the cornerstone of that offensive line.
Yes.
We had no weaknesses, but you had a young Tom Brady. I can't even name anybody else on the offense.
Right. 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 Yeah.
Right. And then on
Yeah.
the defense, you had with Ted Bruschi and
Yeah.
Vrabel and those guys. And
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're not Ray Lewis,
Right. Right.
right?
Right. Yeah.
And yet Belichick and that they pulled it up. There was a something called a Spygate element to that
Exactly.
game, right?
Yeah. Yes. I
That
remember that. I
probably
remember that. Yep.
contributed a lot to them winning.
Yes.
But that being said, what I like about the game is that, in as much as, see, like, unlike with basketball, if you put two teams on the court, if you got the team with the better athletes, the better players, 9 times out of 10, they're going to win.
They're gonna win. Right. 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 Yeah.
Football, not so much, because you still have to play with synergy everybody has to be on the same accord. And if just one person is having a bad game,
Yeah, yeah,
that throws everything out of whack.
you're right.
And if that other team is more prepared, more focused, and their strategy is aligned with attacking whatever weaknesses that they can find in your team, then they can pull it off. So that's what makes it exciting.
Yeah, yeah,
Of
yeah,
course, they have Mahomes. Mahomes is top notch. We all know that. And because they have Andy, they have Spags on the defensive side. I think it's definitely, again, it's going to be a game. You guys do have the better team.
yeah.
They have the better coaching in my
Coach.
eyes. It's
Yeah.
going to be interesting to see how this plays out.
Yeah, you know what? You bring up a good point because the one thing that does have me concerned, that coaching is a slight concern, but I'm more on the coaching realm. Kellen Moore, his attention to detail in with this offensive strategy and this offensive game plan, and also the fact that he's going to be the New Orleans Saints coach.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, he's trying to find coaches and build his coaching staff.
Wait, he's already doing that?
Well, these are rumored that this is going on,
He's distracted.
and he is distracted. That
Distracted.
right there, that right there is where I'm like, man, come on, dude. You need to worry about this after the Super Bowl. Don't worry about this right now. We need you to focus on the strategy because if you look, let me tell you this: if he come in there with some piss poor strategy, let me tell you,
Can't go back to sleep. He can't. He might as well stay.
don't come, stay in New Orleans. Don't even fly back. Put your family on the plane and just you haul all that stuff back
I think his
to New
family
Orleans.
already did. His family already.
Right. Everybody just stay there. Don't even go back to Philly.
Yeah.
You won't. He won't be welcome. So
Yeah.
I agree with you on that. And that has me concerned that he may not be as focused because I know Andy Reid and Spags, they are looking and they're gonna find something. They're gonna find something, and they got some plays that every Super Bowl they got some plays that they're gonna pull off. And if we are not ready, it's that's the only thing that I'm concerned about. That's a good point. Really good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it's exciting. I could imagine how you feel. I've been there,
Yeah,
couple of
man.
times, Rams in the past couple of seasons, making it that anxiety leading up to
Yeah.
the game, and you don't know what's going to happen, how it's going to unfold. You already have your mindset that it's going to go this way, but who knows? But
Who knows?
it's going to be good. It's
Yeah.
going to be good. I do agree with one thing. They're not going to be able to contain Saquon. I would be so surprised if they
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. I
But
can't.
Saquon is going to have his day. Is he going to have the support to pull it off?
Yeah.
That's going to be the question.
Yeah.
Is everybody else going to hold up their end of the bargain to bring this home for you guys?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep them emotions intact. Keep them emotions intact. I can have enough emotions for everybody.
Well, I know you will.
Yeah.
So lay it out for me. So Super Bowl Sunday, what you doing? Like how you watching this game?
I'm chilling at the house, right? We got the TV, we got everything ready to go. We got our food and stuff. We already prepared our what we gonna make. Me, as a and this is what I was telling my wife. I say I don't throw no Super Bowl parties.
Right.
I can't throw no Super Bowl party. I can't take distraction. Because I'm in the game, man. When you have a Super Bowl party, you got people over, and then you gotta entertain and this and that. I ain't got no time for that. I gotta be locked in on the game, ready to go, ready and focused. Because if I scream at the TV, I throw things down, I jump up, and you know how it is. You know how it is, man.
Right.
I gotta be in my element. I gotta be focused and ready to go. I can't have too many distractions. So,
Right. Well, I'm with you on that. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Remember, like, so the one that we went, the one that the Rams went to in Atlanta, here in Atlanta,
Yeah.
that I went to that one.
Right. Yes, he was there.
And we ended up losing that game. That feeling, being there, one sensing the energy, and then having that huge letdown. That was a really, really bad experience.
Yeah.
And so when we went again, um, and in 2022 to play Cincinnati, I watched that game by myself.
Yeah.
Right. And I had a couple of friends who they were like, hey man, you want us to we can come over? And I'm like, I don't want nobody.
No,
I don't want to be around nobody.
no.
Because a part of me too is if we lose,
Right.
I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk to
I'm not talking to no.
nobody. Right. don't, I don't want no one around me.
No.
Right. Just leave me alone. So
Right. Right.
to that, like, let me have my space. I was in my man cave. I
Right.
had because I had my 55 inch in there, and I'm watching, and I'm like, I'm locked in. I got
Right.
my chips, I got my drink, and I'm like, that's it. The
That's it,
family,
man.
like, I locked the door. Don't bother me.
Don't come in here. Don't come in
Don't
here. I'm
come in.
with you, man. I'm with you. That's that's
Yep,
that's that's real fandom right there,
yep,
man. That's
yep.
real fandom. I look. I can't say anything about anybody else. There might be guys out there that they like the Super Bowl party atmosphere and stuff like that. Now, if my team not in it, okay, I could go to the Super Bowl
Right,
party,
right,
right?
right,
Yeah,
right.
I'll go to the Super Bowl party. It's all good because I don't care. But when your team in it, you can
Mhm.
you just can't. You
Yeah.
can't do it.
No,
I
no,
don't
no.
recommend.
I've been to a couple Super Bowl parties where the person throwing the party, their
Yeah,
team lost.
yeah.
Man, that's awkward,
That's
right? You
awkward.
there, you're like, well, I'll hit the road now. Thanks, it was good seeing you talk to the missus, head out.
We out, man. We out. We out. You have to just pack your stuff up. You see that
Especially if it's one of those Super Bowls where going into the fourth, like the game already
it
over.
already over. Yeah.
So it's like this awkward, like what we doing?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What we
You
still
looking
watch.
at your watch like, oh, man, might be
Just like
time to
us.
go. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So okay, so I know last night there were some awards that got handed out, for in the NFL. I know we wanted to talk about that a little bit. So, let you jump in on that.
Well, yeah, they had the NFL honors yesterday, and they
Right.
went through all of the awards, and of course the crescendo of all of it is the MVP.
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 Yeah.
I I'm having a hard time because I understand we never played the game professionally
Right.
or even
Yeah.
at a high level, right?
Right. Right. Yeah.
But we're fans.
Yeah.
And you listen even after the awards was done and you had the pundits talking the day after and they are validating the decisions of the award and you're listening and I'm like, that doesn't make sense.
Mhm. Yeah.
I need someone to firmly define what is MVP? Like, what does
Yeah.
that mean?
Right. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
understand the acronym most valuable player, but and specifically of the regular season,
Right.
right? I get all of that. But how do we properly define what constitutes an MVP? Because after what happened last night, which I think was an absolute travesty,
Yeah. Yeah.
travesty, like that
Pretty
didn't
wrong.
make any sense to me. I am now sitting here as a fan trying to figure out, okay, what is an MVP? Because to me, so for everyone, all listening, we all know Josh Allen won the MVP,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And maybe we need to stop calling it MVP. Maybe we need to stop calling it MVP and start just call it the most valuable quarterback, right? We'll start there,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
Because there's a heavy case for Saquon Barkley to have
Mm-hmm.
won this award as well. I'm gonna
Absolutely.
get into that a little bit later.
Yeah.
But let's talk about Josh Allen winning this award.
Yeah.
And let's just say someone says, "Hey, the MVP is a combination of a few factors: the record of the team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Winning record, whatever it may be, right?
Yep.
Stats,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
right?
I play a big
And
part. Yep.
what is that person's ratio of contribution to his team in equivalent to everybody else?
Right.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm trying to think of it from that lens.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that I can think of that can give Josh Allen a little bit of credence to winning this award is that last part, like the ratio in terms of what he contributes to his team
Right.
compared to, let's say, a Lamar Jackson or like a Joe Burrow or,
Yeah.
even like a Jared Goff,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because when you look at his stats, right, let's start with passing yards. If you had to guess, where do you think he ranked in passing yards?
In passing yards.
Mhm.
Ooh. I know he wasn't one, so I would say maybe fourth.
Okay. I'm going to call out a few names.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to say a few names to you.
Yeah.
Jared Goff. Okay. Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield. Okay.
Okay. Geno Smith.
Geno Smith.
Hold on. Hold on.
Okay. Okay.
Sam Donald. Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert.
Okay.
Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray.
Yes.
Bo Nix.
Bo Nix. Stop.
Bo
Stop.
Nix.
Stop. Okay. Yeah.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Yeah. Okay.
Matthew Stafford.
Mm.
Right?
Yes.
You know what all these people did?
What's that?
They threw for more yards than Josh Allen.
Stop it, man.
I
Stop it.
kid you not.
You kidding me?
Josh Allen ranked 14th in
14th?
14th in passing yards. Okay? That's one. Okay, so one may say, you know what? It's not all about the passing yards, right?
Yeah.
Let's look at, because for a quarterback, right? They talk about, hey, he got to be able to. It's about pocket passing, right? Being in the pocket. So we're not even talking about the rushing, because if we go to the rushing, we know Lamar Jackson got that hands down.
Absolutely.
Lamar Jackson ran for 900 yards.
That's
right?
running back
We're
numbers.
not even going to talk about the rushing. Let's stick to the passing.
Right.
So one would say, okay, that's just passing yards. Let's look at the touchdowns, because that's what it's all about. You got to score points.
Right.
So we look at the touchdowns. I'm going to call out some more names.
Okay.
Joe Burrow.
Mm-hmm.
He led the league in passing touchdowns. So that's Lamar Jackson. He was second in passing touchdowns. Right? Baker Mayfield. Jared Goff. Sam Donald. And Bo Nix again.
Yeah.
These guys had more passing touchdowns than Josh Allen.
It's just becoming a game, man.
So one would also say then, okay, you know what? He didn't turn the ball over that much. And he didn't, right? He didn't. So he was careful with the ball. He put the team in good, in positions to score, to win these games. Okay, fine. So if we do that, let's look at that, all right? So with the interception piece of this, we'll look at, let's see, we're talking about quarterbacks that had attempts of more than 300 yards, 300 attempts.
300 attempts, yeah.
300 attempts. And when you look at that, you're looking at people like Russell Wilson. You're looking at people like Jalen Hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And you're looking at people like Caleb Williams, who tied with him. Right? These are people who had less or the same amount of interceptions as Josh Allen. Right? By the way, what's his name? Lamar Jackson, who had more passing yards, 4,000, right?
Yeah.
I think he ranked third, I think he ranked fifth. Okay. He had 41 touchdowns.
How many Josh Allen had?
Huh?
How many touchdowns Josh Allen?
I didn't tell you that, right? I forgot to tell you that. 28.
Come on, man.
28. Right? So Josh Allen had 28. He had 28 touchdowns. So Josh Allen had 1,731 yards passing.
Right.
28 touchdowns, six interceptions. Lamar Jackson had 4,172 yards passing. This is the quarterback people they see him as a run first guy.
A runner. Right.
And who we throw into, right?
Right.
And then he had 41 passing touchdowns, Lamar Jackson did, and only 4 interceptions. So I'm looking at the stats, and I'm like, compared to Josh Allen, I mean, Lamar Jackson, head and shoulders,
not even close.
Not even close.
And then to throw on top of that, you said 900 and some rushing yards.
Lamar Jackson. We get into the rushing yards for Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson had 915 rushing yards, 4 touchdowns.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
I don't
I don't understand.
I don't get it.
I cannot.
I
I
don't get it.
cannot. I don't.
I don't
I
get it.
don't. I don't see. Okay, this is one thing. This is one thing that I heard people saying. With Josh Allen, they said that Josh should have won it last year when Lamar won it. So this year was like a gimme.
Well,
They
here's the
just
thing.
they
Right.
just gave it to him.
Right. Here's the thing. So I'm looking at Josh Allen's rushing stats. He had 531 rushing yards.
Okay.
He
Okay.
had 12 rushing touchdowns.
Okay. Okay. 12.
So if you want to credit that for him winning the MVP, I don't ever want to hear him talking about debunking a quarterback that runs too much.
Right.
I don't want to
Right.
hear that. I don't want to hear that argument again.
No. 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 Because he already Lamar
Right.
Jackson already beat him in passing yards and rushing yards. I mean, I could see if the rushing yards was up here
Right.
and the passing yards was down here. But this dude got still
Right.
beat him in passing yards.
Still beat him in passing yards. Right. But like I said, the only thing he can hang the hat on to say, oh, he did this better than everybody else was for a quarterback. He had more rushing touchdowns. He had 12.
I don't constitute that because I looked at it too, and I was like, I don't know how Lamar Jackson and this is Saquon Barkley aside, right? I think if with all the numbers and you looking at it, Lamar Jackson should have, without me being biased, Lamar Jackson should have won. That's just that's just in my opinion. Looking at all the stats, looking at everything he did, it was just far. It wouldn't have been even close. If I was voting, it was going to Lamar Jackson. That's and then second would have been Saquon Barkley.
Right.
That,
Right.
that that's how I had it.
Now, and I agree with that, right? Because now Saquon Barkley, 2,000 yards,
Yes,
13 rushing touchdowns, I think, 3 receiving touchdowns.
receiving. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think I heard a stat today hit the average yards per touchdown for Saquon Barkley was like 30 plus average touchdown. So, and you know what that tells me, Links? Because then people would say, well, Saquon, he's only getting those stats because he's on a team that's loaded. Because we just finished talking about how
Right, right,
great.
right. Yeah, yeah.
But what? This is the same team last year.
Right. Same thing.
The only difference
It's Saquon.
is Saquon.
Yep.
I didn't see any other running back do this. And then you can, like, I could see if his touchdowns were always on the goal line,
Right.
you
No.
getting those 1 yard, 2 yard, 3 yard
Right, right,
touchdowns,
right,
being
right,
a beneficiary of this efficient offense.
right, right.
But that's not the case. He is the offense. He
He
is
is
the
the offense. He's the engine, man. He's the engine.
right. So it's I don't consider that being the case. And now if people want to say, well, you know what? Josh Allen, we're giving it to him because his supporting cast is so poor,
Yeah.
right?
I hear you.
That's the argument that they're
That's
making.
what that's
Right?
yeah.
Because Lamar Jackson has Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry ran for 1,900 yards, and
Right.
he had a really good game for running back. So
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
could let's say they made that case.
Right.
He has Derrick Henry. He has another guy you could have possibly consider being in the MVP, consideration. Therefore, that nullifies him from getting it, whatever. But they may try to do something like that, right?
Right. Right. Right.
Then you would also have to then put Patrick Mahomes in this conversation,
That's right.
right?
You're right. Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes had more passing yards. Patrick Mahomes had he had 2 less touchdowns, and he had, I think they said 5. He had 5 more interceptions, but he had the better record.
That's right. Yeah. I mean,
He had the
better
better
record,
record, right?
and they beat him. It just and I agree with you. Like when you started this, like what constitutes an MVP?
Right.
That is really that's really the question at hand right here. What constitutes an MVP? I think right now It's just favoritism. It's who people like.
It's subjective
Yeah,
at best.
yeah, yeah.
And one would think, I think it's comprised of a panel of 50 people with the uh, with AP reporters, right?
Right.
Associated Press.
Yeah,
Out of these 50 people, they all get this vote, and they're the ones that making these decisions. And you would think, yes, it is subjective, but at some point, logic would prevail.
yeah.
But it's not.
No, it's not.
It's not.
It really is biased. They all need to be fired, man. They need to pick because this ridiculous. It's getting to the point where it's really frustrating because when you look at players, if you going off of stats, right? If you saying this is stats and who is truly
And wins.
stats
Stats
and
and
wins,
wins.
right? Stats and
Right?
wins.
Right.
I mean, Lamar Jackson beat you.
Right.
Lamar Jackson have more yards. Lamar
Right.
Jackson have more rushing yards, more touchdowns. I mean, what else? What else the dude got to do? I mean, I don't understand it, man. That these writers, I don't get it.
I don't get it.
Yeah, they need to change how they're looking at what an MVP is because this year it's not stacking up. Lamar Jackson got robbed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bottom
I
line.
think if you ask me, I think MVP voting, these types of awards, it should come from the coaches of all of the
Yeah,
teams.
yeah. I agree.
You're
They
right.
see him. They know.
Right. They do it. They study in the film.
Right.
They know
Yeah.
who's giving them trouble,
Right.
who's more of a headache. Sometimes the stats don't really show,
That's
right,
right. Yeah.
in those regards. But I would take the logic coming from a coach more so than a writer.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. The majority of these
Pressure
coaches,
from a coach.
yeah, I mean, they know the X's and O's, they know the game. I mean, that's the reason why they're a coach. And the majority of them have played, right? Some of these writers never even touch a football.
No, no.
But you
You might as well give us a vote.
you got give me a vote, man.
Might as well give us a vote.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? We watching these games just like
That's what
them.
I'm saying. We could lobby for votes right now. Ridiculous.
You know, I was really surprised when I saw, especially these passing yards, man. It's
Right.
like I
Right.
couldn't believe it. And they played Baltimore.
That's right.
And Baltimore, Lamar, he won. He won that game.
They beat them fair and square, head to head. Head to head. Yeah, this was just a gimme, man. This was a gimme. And what it's doing to the award is kind of watering it down. It's watering the award down to where it's not even, it doesn't
It's
even.
laughable.
Yeah, it definitely is laughable. That's a good word. Definitely laughable, man. It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. But out of all of this, Joe Burrow is the one that surprised me the most, and I kind of
Comeback player of the year. Yeah.
But I mean, not just that. I mean, he has MVP stats,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Joe
He
Burrow.
led the league in passing yards, 4,918.
Wow.
He led the league in passing touchdown with 43,
Man.
and he only had 9 interceptions.
That's yeah.
How did they not make the playoffs?
I don't. Yeah, that one right there is tough, man. That one right there is tough. And you got receivers. Who's Cincinnati's running back?
Their running
Let me see.
back.
Cincinnati's.
So their running back is Chase Brown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Twin brother of Brown on the Eagles.
Did not know that. Twin.
Yeah, he's the twin brother. He's a safety. He right now last year he played at the end of the year, got hurt, and now they got him on special teams and he trying to make his way back. But yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, but no, that's what they got. So I mean, because remember, Joe Milton was the long-standing
That's
running
right.
back for the Lions,
Yeah.
and then they let him walk. He went to the Texans.
Right, and he had a great season too.
They don't have a strong running game. That's why it was all on him.
Right,
Luckily, he had Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. He had some stellar
yeah.
receivers to throw to, but for the most part, I mean, Joe Burrow was
The Burrow even had it.
surgical this year, man.
That's right. Oh, man, he was carving them up. But again, I guess with the wins. Not making it far, not making it. What can you say? I mean, it's tough. It's tough. I mean, if you throw for that amount of yards, you got all the intangibles, and you meet the numbers from a stat perspective, but you don't win, then what can you say?
Right. So the way I look at this, right? When you talk about an MVP, I try to look at it also from the lens of if that player was not on that team, how would that
Right.
team fare?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yes, you could say with Buffalo, if Josh Allen wasn't on that team, they wouldn't make this. They wouldn't make the
Right.
playoff,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You would have people who would say, well, if Lamar Jackson's there, they still have Derrick Henry,
Right.
right? But wait, Derrick Henry was with Tennessee for the longest.
Exactly.
What were they doing?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
What were they doing?
Not a thing.
Not a thing.
Right.
So you take Lamar Jackson off of that team,
Right.
they're
It's
not making the
it's the
playoffs.
same thing. They're not going to the AFC Championship game.
Right.
They're not gonna make it there.
No.
Lamar Jackson is critical to the team. And furthermore, you make the case in the argument for Saquon Barkley. If he's not on the Eagles, I know multiple games throughout the year that we would not have won. I think the Eagles would have made the playoffs, but they wouldn't have been in the Super Bowl. I tell you,
No
I'll tell you
way.
that much. As
No.
much as the Eagles are my team, I'm just being honest, and I'm like, without Saquon Barkley this year to put the Eagles offense over the hump, where he break that when we needed it, the Eagles wouldn't have been in the Super Bowl without Saquon.
What did y'all do last year?
We started off 10-1.
That's right. That's right.
We started off 10-1.
Yeah.
We made the playoffs,
Right.
but we were trash. We were so trashy. Yeah, one and done. Tampa Bay came in there and just trashed us. So yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
saying that much shit. Yeah, but yeah, man, this is interesting. Your boy, Jared Verse,
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
yeah, the defensive rookie of the year. That was big. That
Yeah.
was big for you guys, man.
Yeah.
That was close. Coming down to the end. You tell me, from a Rams fan, did he start off strong, or did he come on towards the end of the season?
He was pretty consistent.
Okay.
He started off like I think any rookie would,
Yeah.
and he just consistently and gradually got better as the season
Yeah.
went on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yes, he ended stronger than when he started,
He was strong. Yeah.
but even from the week one, you can tell like this guy he's
Yeah.
special.
Yeah. He's legit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. I what I'm optimistic about, and I when it comes to the rookies, we had two rookies in there: Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean. Man, that's while I know watching Jared Verse that he deserve it. But man, I Quinyon Mitchell, I gotta going toe to toe with the number one receiver every week.
Yeah.
You
As a
know
rookie.
that,
As a rookie.
and a rookie that's big, that's big. And Cooper DeJean playing in the slot, playing defender. Man, he came up big too. So the future is bright. I'm not sad that they didn't win it. I'm glad that they're getting the recognition that they got. I think Verse definitely deserves it based on what I saw and how he was wrecking the game against us. But to have two Eagles in there, and they're both rookies, they were in the running for defensive rookie of the year. I feel good about that. I feel good that they were recognized, and they were in the running, at least for that spot. So I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad at all. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But it's like you said earlier, it's up to you guys to stop this three-peat.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. If they win, y'all gave up 2 out of that 3.
Yeah. Don't worry. I don't even I don't even wa- I don't even want to talk about that. I don't even want to it would be, let me tell you, it would be such a dagger. It would be such a dagger, because not only do you got to see this red confetti coming down again, then you got to see they pan to freaking Taylor Swift about 100 times. Then you got to see Travis Kelce out there, and then they're gonna use that 3-peat, and that's just gonna be flashing across the screen 3-peat. Let me tell you, you know what I would do? You know what I would do? If the Eagles don't win this game, as soon as the clock strikes 0, it's off. I'm not watching no trophy presentation. I'm not watching nothing. It's off. I'm going to bed, man.
Yeah, I don't ever watch it. Like if
No,
I'll never, no, I can't stomach that.
can't take
Matter
it.
of fact, you know, like when we lost,
Yeah.
I did not watch any sports. I didn't put on ESPN, Fox Sports for 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
2 weeks,
Yeah.
right? I was
Yeah.
radio silence. I was like, I don't want to see nothing. I don't want to hear
Don't want to
nothing.
see or
I don't want
hear
to see no
nothing.
commercial. I don't want to
Right.
see the paraphernalia. I don't want to see nothing.
Nothing. I'm with
Like
you, man.
to the point where sometimes, like when later when they show and they do the recap of the game and they do the
Yeah.
NFL film, I'm like, what
Yeah.
like I don't even remember.
Right. I got amnesia, man.
I got amnesia. I don't even
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah. Not trying to hear it. Yeah. I'm with you, man. I'm telling you, that's how it's gonna be for me on Sunday. If it go in our favor, obviously, I'll be on cloud 9. If it don't go in our favor, I'm not watching nothing, man. I'm not watching nothing. I think this would be worse than the last one, because now they're gonna be talking about 3-peat.
And y'all be the ones giving it up.
And we the ones who 3-peat getting 3-peat on. No, no.
No, you don't want that. No, you don't.
That alone
You don't want.
should give the Eagles players motivation to be like, no, this can't happen. Not on our dime. Not on our dime. Not gonna happen.
We'll see, man.
Yeah. Well, we will see on Sunday. We'll I don't know, I might have to shoot you a text or something, man.
So let's prepare this, right? So
Yeah.
if you guys win,
Mm.
we jumping on the next
We're
day,
gonna jump on. We're gonna
Next
jump
day.
on, man.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna jump on for sure.
But if it goes the other way,
if
how much
if
time you want
it
me to
goes
give
the
you?
other way, it's
How much time
silence.
you want me to give you? What?
It's gonna be silence, man. It's gonna be silence.
Well, I understand that, but I
Yeah.
need to know. I need to know how much time I need to give you to
Yeah.
bereave this.
Yeah.
It goes the other way.
I'm gonna need some time. We got to keep the podcast going, right? We got to keep the
I know. That's
podcast going.
why I'm asking.
Yeah. So give me until about Wednesday, man.
Wednesday.
Give me until about Wednesday.
Okay. Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'll give you till
Yeah,
Wednesday.
give me until Wednesday. Because I'm gonna be distraught. That's gonna be some tough days right there. That's gonna be some tough days. Yeah, give me a little time. Give me a little time to get myself together, but it won't come to that. We got this, man. We got this. So we will see. I know. It's all good. I'll have to man up, man. I'll have to man up. It's
All
all
right.
good.
All right, man.
All right.
All right. Well, I think that's all I got.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see how it goes, man. We'll see
All
how
right,
it
man.
goes.
Good luck.
All right.
Real.
Appreciate it.
Good luck.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Yeah,
Yep.
but